Well, hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Gosh, nothing like doing half of my mindset minutes, thinking that I was live and realizing, thankfully, to my assistant, she's like, "Are you live? Are you going live? Where are you?" So here's the good news. We can all have little glitches and challenges and everything and still recover. And still here we are. So it is, what is it? Let's look. It's about 10:15. Sorry, 10:15. I'm a little late here, but I've already done it halfway. So now I think I'll just start over. For those of you that I don't know, I just want to say welcome. Welcome to Mindset Minutes. My name is Joan Robison. I am a leadership coach. I am a mindset guru. I'm just teasing you, kind of. And I'm an author of the book, Flip the Switch. Flip the Switch. So here we are. I want to just share a little bit about what we do and what really I can do to support you. So, my whole goal in working with people, and it doesn't matter if you're in network marketing or not, is to help people close the gap on fear and their limiting beliefs and work in solution, work in an area where they want to be, work in the area that lights them up. And I think so many times what people don't realize is their thoughts are their biggest enemy. Their thoughts are what get in the way of creating the life they want, the life that they're destined to have, the life that they truly love. So, again, for those of you that I don't know, welcome. I'm really excited to be here today. I love sharing about mindset. Today, we're going to talk about a mindset for recruiting. And I have to say, I was on Fraser Brooks' podcast earlier this morning, and what a guy. I mean, can we just say, like, great job, Fraser, for all that he does to give back to this network marketing community and doing it in such a way that it's just so simple and real. And I love, I've always connected to people that are vulnerable. Now, I want to make sure you know what I say when I say that. Vulnerability is me allowing you to see something in me that perhaps is something you're going through. It doesn't mean airing my whole dirty laundry and sharing about my worst moment in one of my divorces or something like that, right? It's to allow people to see that we've had our own fears and our own challenges, but how we've overcame them is where people go, wow, if that happened to Joan or Susan or Karen or, Todd or Jim, then I too can overcome. It gives people hope. So for those of you, that's just one little nugget that I really took away from Fraser. I love the fact that he's so real and so vulnerable. And, it makes somebody like me, and I'm sure many of you go, gosh, this guy has really just focused on what he wanted to accomplish and a little bit every single day. That consistency, right, appears. So, gosh, if you are out there and or you're watching the replay, go ahead and put in the comments where you're chiming in from. I would love to know that. And feel free also to tag me and, get this out to your people. I would love to, be a part of your communities and serve in any way that I can as well. So let's take just a moment. And now that I took some long breaths through my own little challenge this morning, I want to talk about a mindset to recruiting. And I'm going to share 3 different areas around mindset that I think are really going to support you. Of course, if you take action. So it was actually, this is kind of interesting. When I first started my business, I remember having a real aversion to recruiting like probably many of you, I remember thinking like, okay, I can sell the products, but recruiting people into the business, it felt kind of like the good old army, right? Like you're in the army now. Those were the kinds of thoughts that were in my mentality. And the first thoughts that I had were, I'm trying to talk somebody in to doing something that they probably didn't want to do anyway. Well, the minute that I was aware that my thoughts were not serving me, and then I had evidence, because I would look around, and this is 20 plus years ago, I would look around and I'd see there's all these companies that have hundreds and thousands and millions of people. I realized I needed to change the way I believed. And here's the good news about your beliefs and your thoughts. You can change them just like that. It is possible, but you have to claim a new way of thinking. And claiming it does not mean that you wait around till you feel it, because you're not going to feel it first. You have to think it first. And what you think then goes to the feeling. And what you feel is what you send out to the world. That's called your frequency, because we are all energy beings and we all send out different vibes, right? Based on where we are. So let's get back now to mindset. So how do we claim a mindset of recruiting? How do we claim it? Well, in my opinion, the first thing we have to know is, what are the benefits that really have me excited? So start with that. What are the benefits that your company offers that really have you excited? And make a list. Maybe for some of you, it's the community of people. Maybe you're attracted to the leadership of the company. Maybe you're attracted to the trips and the incentives. Maybe you're attracted to the money that you can make, whether it be a little or a lot. Maybe you love, like me, the freedom and flexibility to be in my own home, wearing whatever clothes I want to wear, and choosing to work when I want to work. So I don't know what it is for you, but I know the first part of your list should be, what is it that excites you about your company's opportunity? And then look around and see, what are some of the other things that excite other people? Because here's what I know. When you are sold on that product, because the business opportunity, I believe, and I claimed this a long, long time ago, is the very best product that my company offers, right? All different people out there, all kinds of companies. We all, I would imagine, probably believe our company has outstanding products, like the physical products that they sell, the creams, the lotions, the earrings, the whatever we do. But most people separate the products. They go, the products are the products and recruiting is different. I'm here to challenge you to say, not true. They're all under your company's umbrella as products. In fact, the business opportunity, had I not been invited to take a closer look, I personally wouldn't be here. And that person, who happened to be my best friend, still is to this day, hey, Melissa, if she wouldn't have invited me, I wouldn't have known what existed on the other side. And so many people think, well, they'd ask me. Well, no, they wouldn't. I want you to think about that for a minute. If you were tooling around, through a department store, if you didn't go and find out, right, if they were hiring, you wouldn't know. But that's because, why? It's because you're then the seeker. Well, here's what I want you to think about. As the recruiter, you're seeking to serve people, right? And most people, when it comes to direct selling and network marketing, they are not always attuned to what's available to them. They're looking at the products first because that's what you offer first. So I want you just to think about shifting your mindset from Recruiting is something that we do to someone. In other words, I've got to convince them. I've got to drag them to the start line. I've got to, really make this look good. It's not that. In fact, that gets me hyperventilating. What it is just putting it out there in front of somebody to say, this is one of the products I have. Here's what I love about it. Maybe it's just a few things, or here's what people are enjoying. And I have no idea where you are. I have no idea what your needs are yet, but I'd sure love to know if this interests you at all. That's it. And whatever the outcome, that doesn't matter. So today, right now, the mindset that you want to claim is, I am somebody that serves the people. I am offering my opportunity to every person every single time I make contact with the people that are in my network, with the people that I'm doing business with. And you will begin to realize simple is best. Simple, simple, simple. Remember the KISS, keep it simple. Let's say Simon. No. But if you can just pop the question, I think Jen Cooper used that. I love that. Hey, just one more thing. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? And just see what people say. All right. So again, a mindset is fixed on benefits and solution versus versus the defense of I'm going to do something to you. All right. So what I want to do now is actually take a look at some of the different things that I can give you. And I'm going to give you just 3 different things today. So the first thing that I like to do is I make a list of my company's benefits. And we just talked a little bit about that. So that gets me excited about what I can offer people. And then depending on my conversations with them, I will speak a little bit longer to that area, or, begin asking them questions about that area. The next thing that I do, so this is number 2, I actually have 4 things because I'm combining these. How's that? Is I have a list of the kind of person that I want to attract to my business. And I'm going to show you guys. Self-starter, strong leader, fast pace, action taker, self-starter. Again, wow, I wrote it twice. Team builder, servant heart, kind, a collaborator, hungry, desire, coachable. The list goes on. Where do you think this list goes? It's a stick-em right on my computer or at the top. It goes where I can see it. It goes in places, guys, that when I find myself kind of going into a dip, maybe I've heard a lot of no's and I'm kind of like, geez, I'm starting to go, nobody wants to do this. Wait a minute. I don't want to go there. I am looking for a self-starter, a strong leader, a servant heart, a goal-oriented person, someone that loves people. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking for somebody that wants flexibility, extra income, freedom, community. Do you see how the different energy changes? So that's a mindset of fear and lack to a mindset of abundance, prosperity, and clarity. Clarity is power. Got to have clarity. So now that you know what your company offers and you're excited, now that you know what kind of person you're looking for, then just offer it to everybody in a simple question at the end. Or you can revisit at any time. Somebody loves the product. That's what I would call a big indicator that I would want to say, gosh, you know what? Karen, you love the product so much. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Or you love the product so much, you're selling it to all your friends and family with all those referral posts I see, or whatever it is. What about you? What might be important to you? You ever thought about making a little extra money? Ever thought about going on a trip? I know we're heading out to, Punta Cana. What is it? What's going to help you have that servant heart? All right. So the next thing that I want to talk about is understanding, or let's say it like this. Once you recognize somebody that is that desired recruit. So once you have somebody that is maybe all of these, some of these, or, a handful of these things, what do I really do? What do I do with the person when it comes to recruiting? Well, oftentimes complimenting them on some of the skills that I'm looking for, saying things like, gosh, I love to work with people that are self-starters like you. Wow, you know what? I can see in you, and maybe it's you're so hungry for the business. It's contagious. So again, these are conversations that you're having along the way. They're just real conversations. But when you're so laser focused on the kind of person that you're looking for, you'll actually start seeing them draw toward you. You'll start seeing that your mind and your thoughts actually begin drawing those kinds of people to you. And I am a firm believer that I set everybody up the same. Even if they tell me they just want to do a little business, and I'll tell you why. And I'm going to go back to a story of myself. This happened to me. I remember telling my best friend, and this is my best friend, right? I mean, someone I know, like this isn't just an acquaintance. But I really didn't tell her that I wanted to make six figures, that I wanted to leave that Nordstrom job. And I probably said it would be really cool to be able to work from home like you, but I didn't say, you know what, I want to make six figures. No, guys. When I first started, I remember I said it'd be really great to make $500 extra and eat Chinese food whenever I want. And I'll tell you why I said that, because I didn't want to fail. That was my mindset back then. If I just put it out there a little teeny bit, then if it didn't work out, I wouldn't have failed at what I really wanted. So remember that people also are fearful to put out what they really want. So that's why we want to bring them in and set them up the same every time. And I know I'm going just a little bit outside of mindset, but I really want to give you these tools because it's so important to the success of your new person coming in and for you. So when somebody does come into your business, when I say I set them up the same, I use the company's success plan or their strategy. And the majority of strategies will start out by finding out what's most important to them. Now, not everybody has a why that makes them cry. Some people don't even know what that means when they're coming into a business like this. I don't even know that I have a why that makes me cry. I have a lot of whys. I have a lot of reasons why I do what I do. And a lot of them are really exciting to me. Your job as a recruiter is to uncover what some of those things are. And it starts just by saying, gosh, Karen, tell me a little bit about what attracted you to blank company. Tell me, Karen, a little bit more about what has you so excited. See, we want to get her talking about the emotions on the high note. And she's going to tell you, well, gosh, it would be this, or, oh, gosh, it would be that. And let's say that she, like me, says, I'd like to make $500 extra. What you're going to do is you're going to take your company's plan and you're going to help her create a strategy. And it's all the same because we all start at the same place. So the next thing is probably determining some goals. How much does she want to make? And now, what is it that she's willing to do to achieve that? And we start working out a plan. And it starts with the very basics. And, Fraser even said that to me this morning. He goes, isn't it amazing how many people will forget that some of the simplest basics are actually the key to success? And I know after you do this a while, sometimes I remember thinking, I say the same things over and over and over. But guys, you're saying the same things over and over and over to a different audience. And what works will continue to work. So don't reinvent the wheel. Don't make 9 steps to success. Make it so simple and duplicatable that you'll draw all kinds of people to you. And once they get in to your organization or to your team, you will start seeing their nature. You'll start seeing the hunger, the desire, the love for people, the servant heart. You'll see some of their fears and challenges, but you'll know intuitively how to begin helping them. All right, boy, I could go on and on about this. So I want to just come from really finding out what they want, the dreams, the goals, to just making a real clear analogy. Some of you may think, Joan, I've had a really hard time. People sign up and they ghost me. Or I've had people come on and, I'm not sure what they want. Okay, this is another mindset thing. Believe that everybody that joins your company joins for specific reasons, because they do. Whether they're revealed or not, that's going to be up to you. And in fact, one of the courses that I'm launching this summer is my coaching course. And I will have to say that one of the most pivotal things I did was not only get certified as a coach and a trainer, but learning the skills and practicing coaching skills over and over and over again. And I would venture to say that if those of you that are out there that want to really understand how to work with people in the most effective ways, you got to know how to coach. Coaching is uncovering for someone that you're working with really where they are right now, and then supporting them to where they want to be. And we do that through asking questions and using supportive tools and all those kinds of things. But the one piece I do want you to realize is when we're coaching people, there's a mixture of coaching and training. So we ask a lot of questions to gain more information. We're deepening our relationship and our communication skills. But then we use the company's tools and training to support that person to get off to a good start. And that's a whole nother training. And if you guys love that, why don't you just tell me in the comments what you want to hear more of that I've shared today. These will really help for my blog post. Oh my gosh, speaking of blog, guess what? My blog post, go check out. I've got something this week. Joan Robison, Robison, and joanrobison.com, and then click on blog. And you will actually see in there mindset for recruiting. I think you'll also see level up your recruiting skills. And I think there's 4 or 5 others. So each week I will continue getting blogs posted on a Sunday, and they're going to be helpful, tools that will support you to level up your business and your life. So gosh, as we wrap up today, I want you to take a peek at your notes. I want you to see what you've written down, what really is most important to you today. All of you are at different levels. Some of you are brand new and making the list of your company's benefits and getting really clear about the kind of person you want to recruit. It's so important. And yet the best of the best oftentimes don't do that. And then they get all caught up in, recruiting in people that don't even want the business. They're pulling them, they're twisting their arm, they're dragging them over the finish and all these kinds of things. And guys, it's exhausting. So get clear on that. The second thing is when we recognize who that ideal recruit is, what are some of the things that we can go back to use as compliments and to really recognize some of their incredible attributes and whatever that is. Maybe it's some of their leadership skills. Maybe it's the fact that they work as, a self-starter. They're super positive, whatever those attributes are. And then really the third thing is when we partner with somebody, we do it urgently. So when someone says to me, I'm signing up, boy, I do that right away. I get them right in the system and I start communication with them right away. And guys, I am a person, I'm going to take the 15 to half hour to get to know them. I am. That's the way I do it. And it's worked for me for a number of years. And then we set them free to the tools, or we do that in conjunction with the tools. To me, there's nothing more important than understanding how I can best support the person to get what they want. And if I don't know that, it's really hard to start in with the goals. So I hope all of you are having a fantastic Wednesday. I will be here every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 Central, and 1 Eastern. And gosh, all the other time zones, you can find me on, YouTube. I've just now launched over there. We've got our Flip the Switch community, which is just a wonderful community to help everybody collectively flip the switch. There's tools and tips in there. I got tons of free resources at my website, joanrobison.com, and got the blog going, all kinds of things. So everybody have a fantastic day. Thank you for joining in, and I will look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.